Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you in ASP.NET how to upload the video files and save into the project folder, and the videos path will be stored in the SQL Server Management Studio. And after that, how to bind the video files into a GridView control. See, here we got the final output with a video. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you in PHP using PDO data up. I can make this full screen objects, how to bind data into drop-down control. I'm using remote database of PHP MyAdmin, which is my. That's it. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. For this video tutorial, I have created a new project, and this project contains a webform1.aspx page. In this web form, I have already added the header controls h1 and h2 on horizontal line. Now in this web form source page, I am adding three controls. One is a file upload control, second one is a button control, and the third one is a label control to display the message. Go to toolbox. I am expanding the standard, the file upload control. After that, I am adding one button control, toolbox, button control, break, and the third control I am adding one label control. Go to toolbox, label control. Now in the button control, I am changing the text property to upload video files, and the label I'm changing to video size must be less than 100 MB, and this message I want to display in the red color. For color is equals to red. After adding these controls, I am adding one GridView control. Between P, I am adding GridView control. Go to toolbox. I am expanding the data folder, GridView control. After adding the control, switch to the design mode. Double click the upload video files, and here we got the button click event. Let's add the namespace using system.io. After adding the IO namespace, in the button click event, the first condition I am checking, the file upload control is not null. If file upload 1 not equals to null, string file name is equals to, I'm getting the upload file name path dot get file name file upload 1 dot file name. If file upload 1 dot posted file dot content length is less than 100 MB. So we need to convert that 100 MB into bytes, which is this much, 104857600. After checking the file content length, if the file content length is less than 100 MB, I want to store that video file into a project folder. Let's add the new folder into a project. Go to Solution Explorer, right click the project name, add new folder, video files. The folder name is file upload one dot save as method server dot map path, and between double quotes I'm adding forward slashes, and between these forward slashes I'm adding the video files folder name. Rename. Let's copy that one. I'm adding here plus file name. Don't give any gaps here. If the video content length is less than 100 MB, the files will be stored into this videos files folder. Suppose if the file content is more than 100 MB, is larger, I don't want to save those files into this folder. So let's open the web.config file. We'll configure the maximum content length to be stored. Open Solution Explorer, web.config file. Now in the web.config file, notice between system.web HTTP runtime target framework, I'm adding execution timeout 999, and the second property I'm adding for the HTTP runtime is max request length is, in this max request length I'm adding the 100 MB, so we need to add in bytes, which is this one. Enable is equals to true. After that, in the system.web server, security, request filtering, I'm adding the request limits, maximum content allowed content length, which is this much. After the security, I'm adding HTTP errors. Error mode is custom, and the second property I'm adding existing response is replace. Remove status code is 404 and substatus code 13. Error status code 404, substatus code 13, prefix language path which I am leaving empty, path. Now here in this path I am adding webform1.aspx page. Instead of displaying the default 404.13 error page, I want to redirect to this webform1.aspx page. Webform1.aspx, and the next last property is a response mode, which is redirect. So I'm redirecting to this webform1.aspx page when the file limit is exceeds. That's it. We have configured the maximum allowed content length is 100 MB in the web.config file. Now switch to the code behind. Once the videos files are stored in this folder, now my second condition is I want to save that video path into the SQL Server database. Let's open the SQL Server Management Studio. We'll create a table to store the videos path. I just logged into my SQL Server Management. I'm expanding the root folder. Inside this root folder, I got the databases folder. I'm expanding that one. I want to create a table inside this sample DB. I'm expanding the sample DB also. Right click the sample DB, new query. Create table dbo dot video files the first column I'm adding the video ID which is an integer data type, not null, and also I'm adding the identity for this column, identity 1, 1, which is the auto generate column. and I'm adding the primary key. The second one is a video name, which is a varchar 150. Now, in the next column, I'm adding the path of the video. Path varchar 150, 250. Now, let's execute the statement, and we got a message, command completed successfully. Let's check in the tables folder, refresh the tables. So here we got the video files. Let's browse the table, select top 1000 rows. Right now in this newly created table, which contains 0 rows. Now I want to save those video files into this table. Let's switch back to the ASP.NET coding part. Let's create the connection string and add in the web.config file. So go to Server Explorer, right click the data connections, add connection. I'm adding server name. After adding server name, I'm selecting the database name. The database name is a sample DB. Test connection is succeeded. OK. And notice under data connections, we got the sampledb.dbo is added. We need this data source of sampledb.dbo. So for that, right click the sampledb.dbo properties. The third option is a connection string, the data source. Copy the whole part. Open the web.config file. After configuration, I am adding connection strings. Add name is equals to, I am adding proper name to my connection, which is my connection string. I am pasting the data source, provider name, system.data.sql client. After adding the connection string, switch to the code behind. To access the SQL Server classes and methods in this webform.aspx code behind, we need to add the namespaces using system.data, using system.configuration, using system.data.sql client. Now in the button click event, I'm adding string main configuration manager.connection strings. Now here the connection strings, I'm adding my connection string name, which is my I'm pasting here dot connection string. SQL connection, SQL con is equals to new SQL connection, which takes the main string. SQL query is equals to, here the SQL query is the insert statement. Insert into the table name dbo.video files, copy that one, I'm pasting here values at the first column is the video name, comma, at the second column is video path. SQL con.open method, SQL command, SQL com is equals to new SQL command, which takes two parameters. One is the SQL query, and the second parameter is the SQL connection object. So SQL con. sql.com.parameters.add with value. The first parameter name is at vname, comma. Here the object is the file name. sql.com.parameters.add with value. The parameter name is at vpath, the column name, comma. Here the second parameter is the object value. Just copy this one and paste here. Just make sure don't give any gaps. sql.com.execute non-query. If the files are saved into this video files table, I want to display the message label1.text is label1.text is equals to uploaded successfully. And I want to display this message in a green color. Label1.for color is equals to system.drawing.color.green. And the last one, I am closing the connection string with the close method. That's it. So now we have storing the video files into a folder, and the image path is stored in the SQL Server database table. Let's check the output. Google Chrome. And here we got the output. The first condition is the video size must be less than 100 MB. Choose file. I'm selecting the video file. The length is 31.2 MB, which is less than 100 MB. Open. Upload files. See, here we got the message uploaded successfully. Let's check that video file is saved in the project folder or not. Solution Explorer, the video files, show all files. See here, the video file is added. Let's check in the database this video file path is added or not. I'm executing the statement. See, the path is added. Extension of this video file is the MP4. Let's add another video. Now the second condition is if the file upload content length is more than 100 MB, that file should not be saved in the folder. Choose file. Here the file is the membership user create is a video file. The size is 217 MB. Let's select this file and I try to upload video. See here, the video size must be less than 100 MB. Let's check in the folder that file is saved or not. Show all files. See, the file is not saved. And also we'll check in the SQL Server table. See, the video path is not saved. Now I want to display the video file into a GridView control. Let's switch back again to the ASP.NET coding part and stop debugging. Switch to the webform1.aspx. Select the GridView control. Notice there is a small button which is a GridView task. Click that one. I'm choosing the data source, new data source, SQL database, new connection. The server name is database name. Okay, mic on. Next, I'm selecting the table video files. Next, text query, finish. So let's check the output. Google Chrome, and here we got the output. The table is binded into this GridView control, but I need to add a new column with a video. Let's configure the GridView control. Stop debugging, open source mode. Instead of path, I'm deleting. Instead of path, I'm adding template field, item template. In the template field, I'm adding video height 250, width 250, controls. I'm adding source tag. Source is equals to, I'm deleting the double quotes. Instead of, I'm adding single quotes. Percentage hash eval. Between double quotes, now in these double quotes, I'm adding the column name of the video path, which is vpath. Copy that one. I'm pasting here. And type is equals to MP4. Let's check the final output on the browser. Google Chrome. See, here we got the final output with a video. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you in PHP using PDO data up. I can make this full screen objects, how to bind data into drop-down control. I'm using remote database of PHP MyAdmin, which is my. That's it.